I was a minister. I can talk, even if I live as a minister today, I can talk authoritatively. When I was minister of FCT, this was what I did. Let any Nigerians challenge me. Let any of them say, when I was Attorney General, when I was Minister of Aviation, when I was Minister of Transport, see what I did.
You are a chieftain of the People's Democratic Party.
Yes.
Do you feel comfortable with the mass exodus from your party, the PDP?
Yes.
Governors elected on the platform of the party are leaving in mass. Now, as this, as that, are all living, forming a coalition. Do you feel comfortable with this?
There's no coalition. Look at, for example, what is coalition? If everybody did not have, if the president did not drop him, would have been a coalition with his party. So, I have personal thing with you. It becomes that interest of Nigerians. Nigerians do everybody. For how long can you continue to deceive Nigerians? For how long do you think Nigerians are daft? That you wake up in the morning, you just left office now, it's now you remember that Nigerians are angry. You were office there for 8 years, you remember you Nigerians are angry? Come on, who is deceiving who? And who would want to give voice or listen or give ear to this kind of people? Who? The issue of somewhere crossing or leaving party. Politics is interest. I don't know whoever is leaving, what he has in mind or for the interest of his people. But what I tell you, the problem of PDP, and we have realized it today. When people talk about WIKE, say, look, do the right thing. If you do the right thing, we will not be where we are. There's nothing Atiku and Co didn't do to take over the national chairmanship of PDP. That's nothing they didn't do. And we stood firm and we said no, it will not happen. The issue of secretary came. The life wire of the party is the chairman and secretary. When they did not get any, then the issue of coalition started. The issue of coalition started. That was what they did. They wanted to hijack the structure of the party. We said no, you cannot. You cannot. So, he's from Adamawa. Why didn't his governor join him? He's from Adamawa. Why did his governor join him? Why didn't Bala join him? Because these governors said, hey, we can't continue to allow you to be doing this old game. We will not allow you. So the people who call my name WIKE. Am I the one who elected Sam Daddy in National Convention? Am I the one? He was elected in National Convention. Somebody went to court, said that he had gone to run for governorship election and that he ought to, the word ought to resign, and that he did not resign. Therefore, he should be national secretary. He went to court. He won. The man went to gone down to Supreme Court. And he won. And he said, no, they have the right to do. No, you cannot remove him. It's only national convention. Wait, convention that then will be started December 8th. Why are you in a hurry to scatter your party? They now went to INEC, which was very embarrassing. To go and ask INEC to organize the true position. How can you do that? Anyway, you have gone. And I hear that INEC told them, go and obey Supreme Court judgment. You saw Sheima can do it. All of them are there. So the issue of function or no function, it does not arise. Now, when these people now saw that they cannot take over the party, the issue of coalition came. And then the message you said to Nigerians, because Nigerians are angry. Nigerians have been angry with them. Check it. Atiku was vice president for 8 years. He left in 2002 to AC. He came back to PDP. He left for APC. He left APC and came to PDP. Now he has left to go to coalition ADC. Let me use one local man. They born you, born every time, live. How can I elder 6 months? What are you going to tell your children?
To what extent has all of this?
1999. See, I told you I was not even PDP. I'll fight it there. Did I not tell you that? Have I left? Have I not fought it? Is someone here who know the secretary? I would have left now. Because they say don't want to. If you cannot fight, they will just want where they will be in charge. And now they are not in charge. They say, WIKE. There's no television you open any day.
Honorable Minister,
is that why
you may not have left
has
the PDP.
This coalition talk, has it weakened the resolve to rebuild the PDP? Because I still believe that you are a member of the PDP.
What I'm saying, and I spoke with their leadership. I said, look, this gives you the opportunity. The Buccaneers have left.
Buccaneers.
Yes, the vampires have left. Who never named where from. Take all the areas that we lost. I saw Chiroma on television. Was it the first day?
2 days ago.
Yes, talking about this one man taking part. Asked us since 1999, have we won Yobe? Since 1999, have we won Yobe? No. So what is that you are telling me? What is that? That you are telling me? PDP has been sustained by the South. By the South. Now,
Southeast.
yes, South mainly.
Okay.
Mainly the Southeast. Now, because of the kind of politics this leader, ask Emeka Yoda, I saw him there. What happened? Because somebody was not removed as secretary. He now left. So that's why the girls are angry. This is your own private, personal thing that you could not contend with. It's a power struggle that somebody has at maneuver you go and say, Nigerians are angry. Say that you have been defeated in that place. Don't push it to Nigerians. Let's take the issue of Nigerians very serious. Let us know the problem and focus on that and tackle the challenges.
With the combination of Atiku Abubakar and Peter Obi in the same coalition, don't you think it's a big threat to APC?
Okay, just tell me. When you say with Atiku, with Peter Obi, what do you mean by that? Or what about with me not being there? I mean, so you think they're stronger than me?
Looking at the results, the last presidential.
The point I'm saying, why not you say we cannot be there? Means that coalition has failed.
Probably they feel you are not really with them. That's why they are not.
They're not what?
Really with them. Is your heart really with the PDP?
What do you mean by heart? The coalition is the PDP.
No,
but the PDP are moving there.
Honorable Minister, let me rephrase that question and just ask, like, a lot of people are curious, how are you able to work for the progress of the PDP while being actively in an administration that is, the PDP is acting as an opposition?
Okay, answer it this way. Why was I able in PDP? Didn't that PDP governor, National Assembly, had an assembly? And they supported the APC president. No answer.
The question is for you.
That's why they should be careful, people like us. It's people like us that people need.
So in event that the PDP eventually produces a presidential flag bearer for 2027, even though you said this a number of times, where will you stand? For the president or for your party?
The last time for my party, the last one. Why are you saying that, man? They are not saying I will not support Atiku. What's happening in the party?
So if the party produces a southern presidential candidate,
go to the bridge and I will cross it until they produce. So why are you like that's something my people say. You've not caught animal. You say women don't eat it. Catch the animal first. Before we know whether women will eat or not. But let's get to the bridge. Then we know how to cross the at the bridge.
I want to go back to what you said earlier
Yes.
about Nigerians being angry, and I'm thinking that this has been the rhetoric of opposition, and when the power is in, so they use it to come in, and at some point, the APC was also not totally happy with the administration that was in power. So if you look at the rhetoric that you're putting out now, that people are angry, it's the same thing that we used before. And somehow, the APC was able to manage their way and come in.
Now, what about saying? It's their duty to sell out to the public. Why would they allow ourselves? If this is the same rhetoric that you have been saying, what is your duty? Your duty is to educate Nigerians. I have said here, if I've seen people who have not been in power, who are supposed to make this angry Nigerians not to be angry, and they are saying that Nigerians are angry, the likelihood that you may listen to them. But how can you listen to somebody who has been in power, who has refused to make these Nigerians angry to be happy? Is not the one coming to say Nigerians are angry. If today I'm no longer in office, and then you hear me say Nigerians are angry, you should ask me, Nigerians are angry. When you were in office, what happened? Do you understand the point of it? You cannot come here and tell me Nigerians are angry. When you were in office, what did you do to change this anger of Nigerians to be happy? You did not do it. That's the point. So we want to educate Nigerians, tell them to be careful about this group of persons. They are not talking about anger of Nigerians. They are talking that they are angry that they have left power. That is only the anger. So the only slogan they can say is to sell to Nigerians, Nigerians are angry. And you have the opportunity, knowing that that's the same rhetorics, to tell Nigerians, listen, be careful. For how long can we continue to be deceived? Yes, I was deceived yesterday. Yes, I'm deceived today. But will I continue to be deceived till tomorrow? No. Look at the positions they have all held. Chairman of boards, governorship, governors, ministers, this. How did they change the conditions of Nigerians? Ask them that question. Ask them before you say, the coalition you are doing, coalition to do what? Coalition to take over power that you were never before. You are doing coalition to take over power that you were never before. That things were better when you were there, when you were Speaker of House of Reps, when you were Senate President, when you were Minister of Aviation, when you were Attorney General, when you were Minister of Transportation. Tell us.
All right. Thank you, Honorable Minister. I think we have exhausted the issues of politics. Let's just do a quick mop-up on FCT, and then we'll call it a day. First, you mentioned one issue. I'd like you to give a clarification on that. The judges' quarters. When the project was flagged off, I thought it was supposed to have a terminal date. I mean, was supposed to form part of the project to become.
No, how could you have
so how far with that? When
we are working, believing that by September, if they, because the last time I went there, they've gone far, plastered. The one I can be quite sure is the Property Division.
Okay.
That's only one building, but it's about 40 duplexes. So it is not quite easy, but the roof, they are plastered. So when they are working day and night to see that they meet up to the period they gave. If you remember, it was flagged down last year, September. So going up to 1 year. Tell me which project in this country. And these are the things we talk about. Tell me projects in this country that flag off road, November last year. Within 6-7 months, it's done. Tell me under any of them, that can say one project.
Okay. The other one has to do with the bus terminals. They've been commissioned.
Yes.
How soon will Abuja residents begin to feel the impact of those terminals?
I think the legal work now with those who have the company choosing to run it. I think they are tying up the legal documentation. Because it's not going to be run by the FCT. You have to use that to private people. If not, It will die next 2 weeks.
And then lastly, what is the commitment? I asked the question much earlier about sewage and refuse control.
If you tell me what problems with in Southland area, I agree. I agree. And I'm reason for it because of the procurement process. You know, part of the problem we have is procurement process. You see, no matter how beautiful you have an idea to do, if you don't follow the rules, tomorrow you also find yourself in problem. But if you are saying in the city here, there's a lot of improvement. I'm not saying, and hear me well, that you have totally solved the issue of the environmental sanitation. No. And that is one of the major problems all over the world in terms of cleanness of city. Environmental issue is you may not see it as a project. It's one of the heavy projects that government embarks upon, that if they tell them what they spend, you may be, what is there to remove refuse, how much will it cost? It's a major project, and the cost implication is very, very high. But what I'm trying to say is that we continue to improve every day and to get to where we want to be.
All right. Thank you so much, Honorable Minister. From my colleagues, Felicity, your pastor.
Thank you very much for giving us this audience, and perhaps let's find a solution to the children that are home.
Abdurrahman.
Yeah, thank you, Honorable Minister. It's been a very wonderful moment with you. We do hope that a lot will still be done in the area of waste management within FCT.
And Ayo.
I wish you the best of luck in achieving peace in River State.
Chris?
Well, thank you very much, Honorable Minister. We hope that you find a way to resolve the face-off with your workers at the FCTA. Most of them had written letters, and they are worried that you've not looked into their letters. That way there will be synergy and no gates will be blocked.
I didn't know that you are their counsel. I thought you came here to interact with us. But
is that your partition too?
What you are saying now is going beyond me that time by saying that they have written, I've not listened. I want to put it to you. Nobody has written to me. And if you have written to me, because you have locked the gate, I have no access to enter.
You can't see the letter.
So I can't see the letter.
Thank you so much, Honorable Minister. Yes. It's been nice allowing us to invade your privacy yet again. Thank you so much. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.